Heartbreak at anniversary dinner. She started crying halfway through our anniversary dinner, right in the middle of the fancy restaurant, mascara streaking down her face while people at the next table pretended not to stare. I thought it was the surprise gift, or the wine, or maybe just the weight of 4 years together, until she leaned in and whispered, "I'm in love with your dad." I laughed, thinking it was a bad joke, until the look in her eyes told me everything I needed to know. Suddenly, the last few months made sense, her eagerness to help at family gatherings, the inside jokes I wasn't part of, the way she'd light up when he walked into the room. I sat there frozen, the steak on my plate going cold, while she kept talking, voice trembling. She said it happened by accident, that it started with talking, then late night confessions, and then, one night while I was out of town, it turned into something else entirely. I wanted to scream, or throw my glass, or just walk out, but I stayed, listening to her pour out every detail. She said she never meant for it to happen, but now she couldn't pretend anymore, not on our anniversary. The worst part was seeing her relief, like telling me was some kind of freedom for her. She wanted me to understand, even hoped I would forgive her, but all I could think about was every time my dad told me how proud he was of us, how he'd wink and say we made a good couple. My hands shook as I tried to piece together every moment I'd missed, every lie they'd spun right in front of me. I wondered if my mother knew, if she'd noticed the same things I had and just kept quiet. That night, I drove home in silence, caught between rage and heartbreak, but when I walked through the door, my dad was there waiting for me. He didn't even look surprised. He just said, "I was going to tell you," like it was no big deal. In that moment, I realized I'd spent my whole life trying to live up to him, to be the son he could be proud of, and now I was losing both of them to each other. I left without saying a word, but the real betrayal was realizing I'd always been in competition with him, and I'd never stood a chance.